What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF, man, back with another one. Unfortunately, we collect another loss. As the Lakers fall to the Timberwolves on the road, 114-96. Um, where do I start? Jordan Clarkson had 20 points, 4 assists. Julius 15 points, 12 rebounds. Nobody else really showed up. Jimmy Butler slaughtered us. He had 28, 9 assists. Karl Anthony Towns with 16 points and 13 rebounds. So we had no shot again tonight. Tough game. We got blown out of the water in this one. It's tough, man. I don't see any improvement from this team as far as defensive. I know we started as a top 5 defensive team, but we continue to let the Red Sea part, and people they waltz into the paint. I was tweeting during the game, man. I was like, "Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, Border." I was tweeting during the game. I was like, man, when they put in Zubats, at least it became a little bit harder for them to get in the paint and get whatever they want. They definitely need to give him more playing time for him and Thomas Bryant, because we need some bigs who can clog the paint. I mean, that thing opens up. We have trouble defending simple things like pick and roll. We have trouble pick and pop. We over commit on defense. We over rotate and leave wide open 3-point shooters. It's crazy how unprepared we were for this season, man. I really thought, with all the talk and everything, the way the players were working out and everything, I thought they were going to come into the season ready to make that change and just lead this franchise into the right direction. But we don't play defense. We turn the ball over. We had 24 turnovers again tonight. So, man, I ranted at halftime, bro. I have no energy to rant. I ranted at halftime. It's unacceptable. I already said it. I don't know why Luke likes to go, small ball when obviously when he put in Zoo, I know we didn't really catch up, but that's because we're already pretty much done for. But at least Zubats was clogging up the paint a little bit, and Karl Anthony Towns was struggling to get inside, and they weren't coming in just waltzing in the paint. So it's I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say chop it up, call it a season. I never give up, no matter what. But yes, I do agree with Shooter McGavin. Something needs to change now. I agree. I'm still waiting for that trade, man. I still hope to wake up tomorrow to a blockbuster move or some sort, or at least a decent trade to give us some life. Because, like I said, man, these guys, Clarkson, Randall, they've been here for so long, but they really haven't contributed to too many wins per se. So we need to bring in guys that are going to help contribute, man. And I mean, not just statistically wise, because they put up stats, man. I'm talking about impact in the game. Guys that have impact in the game. Yes, we can still turn it around. I know it sounds late, but we seriously need a trade, man. And we need a new coach. I've added that to the list of New Year's resolution. So, nah, man. I'm not going to get my hopes high. Matter of fact, I'm not going to get my hopes too low neither. But this was a tough month of December. It pretty much destroyed a lot of people's hopes. And we haven't seemed to, recover from that first game of the new year. But it was a horrible one. And I know we came off a back-to-back. But it's tough. No, I don't know what Happy Gilmore is, brother. I don't watch that. These guys better not make a desperation trade. Yeah, you definitely never want to do that. You don't want to give up too much, but you do want to make a move, man, to send a message. This is not acceptable, period. This kind of system that we're running, and also these rotations and these players, it's not acceptable, man, what we're doing to the franchise. It's disrespectful, and Magic knows this. I know he's working the phones. He's just probably not ready to pull the trigger on anything because we're probably getting duped in the current proposals. But we might have to wait till the trade deadline to get something solid, man. Hopefully not. I hope we can actually improve before then. But, man, this is not looking good, guys. Seriously. We got no system, Dan. What do you think? Yeah, the half-court offense is trash. This is what half-court offense is for us. We come down, set a screen, go ISO one-on-one. If somebody gets open in the corner, we kick it to them. If we get tunnel vision, we just try to finish 1-on-3. This is how you know we have no half-court offense. Corey Brewer, we got an offensive rebound, kicked it out to Corey Brewer. Fresh 24 clock. Instead of moving the ball around, moving bodies, setting screens, moving without the ball, back door, all that, what do? Corey Brewer goes 1-on-3, turns the ball over. They come the other direction, get a wide open 3. So that tells you, man, that tells you that we have no half court offense. We have no kind of plan. This is a nightmare. This season has turned into a nightmare. It went from very fun early on. I was having a blast watching this season, man. As you guys can know already, you know, if you've been following me. And then all of a sudden it took a dark, twisted turn. First it was the Larry Nance injury. And then, you know, we're still doing okay. We're hovering. But then when Lonzo got injured, these last 5 games have been atrocious, man. The only watchable game was the one I missed yesterday on New Year's. So other than that, man, without Lonzo Ball, that just shows you how good we are. Hopefully we get him back for the next game. We're going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. So for me, this is a crucial game, especially in the potential recruiting of Paul George, right? We want to show him that even though the record shows bad, we need to, you know, show him that we're a potential future good team, you know? No, I wasn't lying to myself the first half of the season. Come on, giving quality. Look, listen, it could have went either way, man. Unfortunately, like I said, things haven't gone our way, but we've lost so many games. How many close games have we been in? If we would have won half of those, we wouldn't be in the bottom of the West. You know, these things can go either way. Injuries do impact teams. What if James Harden gets injured? Your team wouldn't be half as good as it is right now. Chris Paul is not going to... I mean, he's always injured as well, so... you control all you want, but you're lucky you got a superstar to carry you, bro, because if you didn't... If you didn't have a superstar, your team wouldn't be that good neither, even under the Mike D'Antoni system. So, just count your blessings, man, and don't make fun of other people's teams. Because we're going to... Sooner or later, we're going to be on the rise. Preferably sooner than later. I think the lineup should be Lonzo, Ingram, Kuzma, Randle, and Zoo. I agree, man. I want to see Zoo clog the paint. I know he's a little slow sometimes on pick and rolls and stuff like that. But at least, man, they're not waltzing in the paint when he's in there because he's a big body, you know? But it's tough, man. I'm not even sure what Luke Walton's going to do from night to night. You just never know what to expect. I'm telling you, he's not the right coach for us. If we keep losing, Luke Walton might get fired. Is that what you're hoping for? Well, hey, at least you got something to cheer for, right? Houston has 2 superstars. I wouldn't call Chris Paul a superstar anymore. He's more like an aging, declining star. But super, I don't like to throw that word around. James Harden's a superstar. Chris Paul, he used to be. Now he's more like an all-star. Dan, I'm officially convinced the Lakers don't know how to play defense or not turn the ball over on offense. Yeah, man. It's horrible. Again, a lot of that has to do with personnel, but also coaching. Seriously, man. If you don't put the right rotations out there, you're going to get eaten up, chewed up, and spit out, man. It's tough. Haters going to hate. Lakers for life. That's right. It's not just puke. It's his team of assistants also. I agree. Like, I always call out the coaching staff, but at the end of the day, he is the head chef, right? So he needs to make sure he's cooking up something good in the kitchen. If not, he's going to put out a garbage product. Did Luke Walton hurt you? No, not at all. He's hurting his career, though. I mean, you sound like a Luke Walton stance, bro. You've been defending him, but what can you defend about his moves? I mean, he's lost us like half of the games with his rotation moves. It's crazy, man. We want Mark Jackson. I agree. I don't doubt our young talent, but his losing culture is just not going away. And I don't know what Walton is doing. Bad rotations and no consistent lineup. Sick of experimenting BS. Exactly, man. He should have had his rotations down by at the end of preseason. But we don't know what we're going to get from night to night. Dan, try out for backup point guard. Nah, man. I'm past my prime. I'm 27 already. I'm not going to try to get back into the league and all that, man. That's crazy. No, sir. But I appreciate your thoughts, man. I have a feeling that one of the best 4 players will be traded by the deadline. Hope not. Hope not. But I do hope we improve somehow. Dan, can Magic and Kobe co-coach? I don't think that's... It could be possible, but I don't think that's, something we should hope for. You can say all you want about Ingram, but he ain't doing jack crap to help out the team. I don't think Ingram's a problem at all. I mean, he's improving steadily. He added more shots to his arsenal. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but he's been hitting that baseline turnaround jumper with consistency. So he's going to keep going upwards. He's trending upwards. I wouldn't worry about, that. Should the Lakers get Mark Jackson? Yeah, I would do it. I would go for Mark. For a young developing team like this, I don't think Luke's the right coach, period. He looks like he lost the locker room. I mean, did you see the play where Tyler Ennis totally ignored his timeout and just attacked the rim and got free throws, and he was laughing? I'm telling you. Dan, I heard the Lakers are targeting Paul George and DeMarcus Cousins at the trade deadline. Well, luck to them if they can get them both, but I just hope we don't give up too much. But if we do get them both, I mean, I'll be super, super hyped. Ingram can go left, and he is scared to volume shoot. He is soft and lackadaisical. Okay. You want to talk about soft? James Harden's flopping. That's soft. All he does. Did you see that play? Even Bleacher Report put it out where he hooked Josh Hart's arm and then he dragged it around and shot, man. James Harden gets half of his points at the free throw line, so don't talk to me about soft. All right? It's not like you have the toughest superstar. Just saying. And I'm not hating. I like James Harden. I'm just telling you, man. Don't talk to me about soft because at least Brandon Ingram attacks the rack hard. James Harden flops a lot. I call him Sir Flops a lot, man. I like Ennis. Caruso has to go too. Okay, Dan, if the Lakers go on a 20-game losing streak, do Luke Walton get canned? I would hope so. I would hope if the Lakers go on a 10-game losing streak, we consider a different head coach, I would hope if the Lakers go on a 15 losing streak, I mean, it doesn't get to that point, but man, seriously, like that would destroy that would destroy me. I don't need a 20-game losing streak. Please don't even mention it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Brandon Ingram's not the problem. He's part of the solution, but unfortunately, you can't put all the responsibility on him. He's not a superstar. All he is, a young player, coming up, on the come up. Same thing with Kuzma. Kuzma was off tonight again. Actually, Kuzma plays better with Lonzo, but we knew that. They have good chemistry. Harden understands how to be effective. Ingram looks wild and sloppy and awkward when detecting the rim and can't elevate. Okay, now you just sound like a hater. Dude. Harden gets half of the calls and he cries when he doesn't get nothing. He gets technicals and he complains to the media. Don't talk to me about smart. All right. Harden is very talented. Yes, he is very talented. Love his Euro step. He's a great shooter. Can create off the dribble handles. Not hating on the dude, but he's not the toughest of guys. Don't talk to me about toughness and sloppiness, dude. Because if Harden didn't get those calls, half of them are ghost calls, by the way. If he didn't get those calls, he'd probably just be averaging like 22, 23. He wouldn't be a superstar, so... You're lucky he got the refs in the back pocket. Dan, have you voted for the All-Star game? Yeah, man, I've been voting for Kuzma nonstop. I feel like he's a realistic, if the fans can vote him in, that'd be great. We need something to cheer for. I know it's tough, but just because it's tough, I'm not going to let these fans come in here and try to destroy us. No way. Fitz still got fired, or Watson got fired. Why is Luke still here after all these losses? We're going to have to call up Magic Johnson and ask him that. Harden is the next MVP. Now that I do agree. He's up there in the running. He's putting up the numbers and everything. So I agree. I'm not not hating on the kid, but if somebody comes at Brandon Ingram calling him soft and sloppy, come on. Your superstar is super soft. He's skilled. Doesn't mean he's whack. I'm just saying he's super soft, man. If he doesn't get the calls, he cries a lot too. So don't talk to me about soft. At least Brandon Ingram puts his head down and attacks the rack. He's still raw. Yeah, he's only 20 years old. But he's going to get better. I'm not worried about him. I'm not even going to read your comments, bro. If you keep trolling, I'm going to block you because you annoyed me. Ingram is good and he's on the rise. Don't matter what you think. If we fire Luke, who would you like us to hire? Mark Jackson. I love Mark Jackson, man. I've loved him since he was in his Golden State Warrior days. And I don't think he gets the proper credit for developing that team. He was a huge part of developing that team. Yeah, Harden's defense, don't even get me started there. But, I mean, he does have a head coach that doesn't care about it. So they fit right in. Y'all need to be patient with the young squad. We are patient. Nobody's saying trade away the whole young squad. We just want to make a trade. And we want to, keep improving the roster. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, you can't criticize us for that. 5 years of mediocrity. It's time, man. It's time. It's time to make a move. Kuzma and Ingram are slow starters off the bench for them. Man, no patience there. It's taking too long, but you know what? It's gonna take time, man. With the young kids, I'm disappointed in the veterans because those are the ones that are expected to come in, um, and perform right away. They're the ones that haven't performed. Do you want to be mad at somebody? Be mad at all the veterans. Dan, you think we should hire Ray Allen as a shooting coach? It wouldn't hurt. I mean, I don't mind, but I think he still wants to play somewhere. If the Lakers trade for PG and Cousins, how would you feel if they pull a Dwight and leave? Not happy. Not happy. That's why you can't give up too much. Or if you do give up something, you got to make sure they're willing to resign, like a sign and trade kind of thing. So, I'm not sure if that's possible at this point of the year, but we'll see, man. Again, I'm not going to worry about that. When a trade does happen, I'm going to tackle it head on and talk about it. But for now, there's no rumors or nothing, so I do expect something to be going down behind the scenes. However, there's nothing we can talk about right now. It's all pure speculation, and speculation really most of the time doesn't come to fruition. So everybody that thinks they already know, who we're gonna get or what, man, it could be something you don't expect, like Greg Monroe or something. I'm not saying I want him. I'm just saying it could be something out of the blue. We could end up with Tyson Chandler or something. You just never know. But I do know a move is coming to try to improve the roster. Magic and Rob said it themselves. They said they're always trying to, improve the roster via trades or free agency. So they're not going to stand here unless they were lying to us. But we'll find out. Trade deadline is not far away, man. We got like a month left. We're going to find out. They got a month to try to get this fixed, or at least patch it up until free agency. But yeah, man, hopefully they do something. What's up, Aaron? How you doing, brother? Who would you guys trade for a big? Let me see. Let me go. Who would you guys trade for a big change? My trade package consists of, if we're going for Boogie, the maximum I'd give him is Julius Randle, and that's a lot with Jordan Clarkson combined, and their pick of Larry Nance or Zubats, and the pick. That's the maximum I'm giving them, and even then I think is a lot, but that's desperation times. However, if they're asking for one of the three that we have included in a package, no way. If they want to do one over the three, straight up, and they also would like to take Dang's contract off, then maybe that's something I consider, right? If they want, not Lonzo, but between Ingram and Kuzma. If they want to take Ingram and Kuzma, I personally want to do it. But if for some reason we can get Dang off as well in that trade, and they take, let's say they take Ingram for DeMarcus Cousins with KCP and Dang, and they give us back, DeMarcus Cousins and like a shooter, like I don't know, some sort of shooter, then maybe that's something that it would hurt if it happened. I still don't want to trade. I don't want to trade any of the young three, but I think to get a superstar, they might want that. I'm just telling you what teams are probably going to want realistically. They're not going to want us, to give up our scraps and junk. They're going to want a promising youngster, potentially a draft pick, and a raw player or some sort of role player. Who knows? But it's going to be tough, man. I'm telling you, because it's going to hurt. I really don't want to give up any of the young three. It will be tough. Tough. So that's all I got to say. But I do want some sort of change. I'm ready for it. If it does happen, I will embrace it. Again, don't want to give up too much at all, though. So that's always the risk. That's the risk, with trades. That's probably why nothing has happened. I'm sure Magic been, give up trade proposals. Obviously, there's rumors about Clarkson and Randall already in trade proposals. So we're kind of probably thinking along the same lines. However, Magic is smart, and I don't think he's going to let nobody pull one on him, right? He's not going to give up one of the young assets for something that's not guaranteed or something that's going to help us for now and in the future. Like, no quick fixes. So that's where the dilemma lands in a trade, right? What do you have to give up, and how far will it get you, right? You don't want to be in the New York Knicks Carmelo Anthony situation where you give up too much, you give up the whole farm, and all you have is one all-star with nothing to build around it. So that's always the tough part. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens. Dan, do you think the Lakers can make a move for Mike Krzyzewski? I wish. I don't think he's ever going to leave Duke. Honestly. I think he's a Dookie for life. No one is untouchable when losing. I'm afraid that Magic might have a similar mindset. You know, I'm afraid that Magic might have a similar mindset. So I'm afraid of a big move that might involve Ingram. I don't know why Ingram just pops to my mind, or Kuzma, and that scares me because I like them both so much. I think they both have a very bright future. But if you look at the history of the NBA, when you have a lot of young players, most of them get traded. Look at the Oklahoma City Thunder. They ended up trading Harden. You know, that's what I'm scared of. We have a gang of young players right now. I mean, we're like a buffet in youth. So if a team's looking to rebuild, they're going to come to us because they want some of our youth, especially the ones that have shown promise, like Kuzma, Ingram, Lonzo, you know, Josh Hart. Those are the ones that are in high demand. Because GMs aren't dumb. They don't want, you know, something just based on what we want to give up. They want something based on what they want to, you know, help themselves improve on. So you have to think of it logically. Like, teams aren't going to take your scraps and garbage. That just happened in for the Pau Gasol trade. And Jerry West, you know, he had his eye on Marc Gasol, who ended up being a better long-term player for them. So I'm just saying, like, they got something in return. They can never say they didn't get nothing. Good channel here, Dan. Are you all about ball and just the Lakers? Yeah, this channel is strictly about Lakers, and I also do music on this channel. But, however, I'm planning on expanding in the near future. For now, I just want to talk about the Lakers, man. Seriously, because that's my passion. But I do love the Rams. I'm not going to go into that territory because football is a different animal. And I love music, so that's basically what I'm going to stick to right here, man. Dan, what do you think? What if they trade Ingram for Porzingis? Would you approve? Yes, I would approve. That's one trade I would do for sure, because he's a 7-footer that he's basically already a star player, man. And his jumper, he would help us stretch the floor beautifully. Him and Lonzo with Kuzma would do damage in this league, just saying. There's some trades that you have to, right? You have to approve. But, I mean, it's not going to happen. The Knicks aren't getting rid of Porzingis. Obviously, they fired Phil Jackson, who tried that. So, it's not going to happen. What do you think our record would... what do you think our record would be? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you mean if we had drafted Kristaps Porzingis? Who knows, man? It would have been a totally different team. Totally different team. So I don't know, man. You know, it's just, I don't know. There's so many what ifs. What if we would have drafted, you know, Karl Anthony Towns? If we would have got the #1 overall pick, and we would have had Towns as well, that would have been crazy. Dan, what's your Xbox name? I'm trying to run it on 2K. Oh, it's yeah, I'm gonna type it in, bro, because y'all gonna laugh. Because I used to be a trash talker, bro. I'm telling you. So yeah, that's it. I think that's it right there. Yeah, that should be it right there. Skip Bayless, yeah, hit us up. We're gonna be busy from now through hockey playoffs. Oh yeah, you like hockey, huh? Nice, nice. Who you like? The LA Kings? Yeah, I'm not much of a hockey dude, but I mean they do play hard, so you gotta respect it. Yeah, that's my gamer tag on Xbox. So hit me up, y'all want to run whenever, man. The season is getting out of control. It definitely is. It definitely is. I did not expect this, man. With the way we came in aggressive, you know, Magic was like, yo, this is going to be a fun season. You know, we're going to make the moves necessary to compete. Yeah, I believed them, and I still believe them, but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. What's good, Dan? What's going on with our Lakers? Man, I just did like a 23-minute segment, bro. You're going to have to rewind it. So much going on with us, man. It continues to... it just continues to implode on us, man. Free throw missing, turnovers, you know, going undersized versus teams that can obviously expose you, bad coaching. It just, man, the list goes on and on. Dan, do you think we can win 30 games this year? Yeah, but like I said, we still need to, you know, continue to improve and make that move, that trade. Dan, you still catch Urban's videos? He shows you mad love. Yeah, I do. I catch him from time to time. I was watching some of his videos when he's in his car and stuff. So I'll catch him from time to time. But honestly, man, I be running around here doing a lot of stuff. So I haven't had a lot of time. If you guys follow me on my second channel, I haven't even posted there because I haven't had time. But yeah, man, I follow him. You know, Combat Sports LA. I follow a lot of cats that cover the Lakers and different, you know, LA sports teams as well. You know, Lake Show for Life. You know, Lake Show. He's great too. I think I got his channel right, but correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, man, I follow a couple of these guys. From time to time I tune in. Then, are the playoffs officially out of question now? Not officially. Nothing's official till it's official. Till they say the Lakers are officially eliminated from playoff contention, it's not official, man. So don't count it out. I've seen crazier things. I've seen some turnarounds, man. Can happen, but we do need a move. We need trades for sure. Dan, what's your name on Twitter or on Insta? My Instagram name is I'mSoFly24, one word. You know, the 2 and the 4 as numerical, and then my Twitter is at Dan the Lakers fan. So just like right here. Man, this is not a good way to start the new year. Looking like we're tanking, and we're not. That's the sad part. We got to win games, if anything, man, just to make sure that pick is not a top 3 pick for the Celtics. That's what it's looking like right now. And I would hate to give up Marvin Bagley or somebody like that to the Boston Celtics, our rivals. Never. Dandy, do you think when Lonzo returns, will it change? I mean, it'll improve for sure. Lonzo for sure improves the roster, man. Four out of these last 5 games have been horrible to watch. And I didn't even see the 5th one, the one from yesterday. So I missed out on the only good one. So it's been tough, man, without Lonzo. But, you know, at least now we know the value of Lonzo and people won't take him for granted. He said, didn't know you were so conceited with gamer Insta names. Man, most of those were created in my teenage years. So, yes, I was. I was very conceited. But I am not no more. So, but yeah, that was my old gamer tag. I still use it, though, man. That's where all my friends are at and everything, man. Have you caught Ball in the Family Lonzo TV show? TV shoes, you mean? No, I haven't seen the TV shoes. I haven't seen a new episode. Like I said, I was busy, man. But I'll probably catch up some point this week. The Nash deal cost us our pick. Yeah, man, and it's still a horrible trade to this day. He didn't contribute at all to us. Are we trying to help the Celtics out? You know Bill Walton played for the Celtics. I hope not, because that would be horrible, man. That would be horrible. I would hate Luke forever. How can we play against the Rockets good, but lose against this team? It could be because we were on back-to-backs. Matchups, I feel like we match up probably better versus the Rockets. They don't have bigs who dominate inside. They do have good offensive rebounders and Clint Capella and stuff like that, but they don't have that guy who can stretch up the floor and just kill you inside and out like Karl Anthony Towns. Just keep you on edge. And then Jimmy Butler did work tonight as well. So it's about Jello's arrest. Oh, that sounds interesting. I'll definitely probably tune into that, man. Honestly, trading Dang seems impossible. It does. I mean, what team is going to want that bloated contract? Dan, do you think the leader is Butler and the Wolves? What do you think about Wiggins and Cat? Yeah, Jimmy Butler came in right away, gave them what they needed, which is what this young team needs. We need a leader to come in and just help us close games. You know, just help us start a winning culture and a tough mentality. We need somebody, man, but we'll see when we get him. I love Karl Towns. I wish we would have drafted him. If we would have got that first pick, bless you, baby. If we got that first pick, you know, we could have potentially had Karl Towns, man. Unfortunately, we didn't. And it ended up being D'Angelo Russell, who's no longer with us. But a lot of things could have happened in our way. And it's just, those are like franchise-defining situations, you know, when you miss out. But hopefully we can turn it around. Dan, I can't stand watching the Lakers of late. It is tough, man. It takes a real fan to continue watching this deep into the season. Especially when playoff hopes continue to dim. And we're just sliding down the Western Conference. We're officially at the bottom right now. But I watch, man, because they're my life, man. The Lakers are my life, brother. It's just, I can't stop watching the Lakers. I love the youth, so I definitely support the whole team. Dan, in last night's game, it showed that Ingram should have been our closer. And again, I can't comment too much on that because I missed it last night. But Ingram is continuing to improve. I do like he added some counter moves. If you guys remember, he got blocked a ton when we played the New York Knicks this year in the Garden. And, you know, the commentators were saying, well, you know, Ingram needs to add counter moves, a little turnaround jump shot, a little fadeaway, you know, Dirk, a la Dirk and stuff like that. Well, he's been showing us signs of adding that to his game this early in his career. That's pretty impressive. If he can make those kind of adjustments, he's going to be a great. That's why I say don't trade him. Because, yes, he's skinny, he's raw. He doesn't get a lot of calls his way, you know, like other superstars, Harden. And, you know, he doesn't get a lot of calls and stuff like that. So he should be averaging like 20 points, but he's not. He's going to continue to improve, man, and add to his game. He has the right mentors around him. Magic, Kobe, all these guys, they're giving him advice. So he's going to be fine, right? Kuzma's the one that worries me a little bit because ever since Lonzo's been injured, his game hasn't been the same, which leads me to believe Lonzo's making him, specifically him, better. Kind of like Nash and Amari, right? They had a nice little 1-2 punch, but Amari wasn't that good without Nash. He was solid, but he wasn't good. So I wonder if Kuzma is a primary beneficiary of Lonzo Ball. But, I mean, I still love the kid. He's really good, but he just hasn't been the same without Lonzo. He's been, the last game he played really good. I saw the highlights versus the Houston Rockets, right? But I mean consistently, like, man, he was the epitome of consistency all season long. And as soon as Lonzo went out, he's had some subpar games here and there. So I just wonder. But, I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing because Lonzo, you know, he's going to be with us for a long time, making not just Kuzma, but the whole team better. And it's a bad thing because, like, if he ever gets injured or misses some time for any reason, you know, we might see some players, you know, game fall off a little bit. So it's a lot, man. A lot to these Lakers. We got to fix, patch up, and stuff like that. But I'll take a couple of questions, man, before I tune out. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, so I'll take some questions. And I'll answer to the best of my ability. We need Kwame Brown to save the day. Oh, my goodness, no. I feel like KCP is a shooting guard version of Kwame, man. Just so clumsy, forces stuff, and just, oh, my goodness. Low basketball IQ. It sucks. It sucks that he's that kind of player. But should Hart start at shooting guard? I would definitely do that. Because KCP hasn't been good for us at all. So Josh Hart would be very good at shooting guard for us moving forward. But, you know, Luke, you just don't know what to expect. Does Zubats need to start? That's something else I would consider simply because when he's in the paint, it's not that easy for people to get around that big, wide body, right? So just his presence is good alone. He showed some nice touch tonight, but again, his mobility, that's something he needs to work in because in this new NBA, bigs can just stretch you out and, you know, get you out on the perimeter. That's why I prefer Thomas Bryant. I really want to see what he does. However, I am happy he got some playing time, and it's better than having, you know, small ball centers down low just getting exposed, personally. But we'll see. I think Ingram needs to get traded already. He is a Wesley Johnson to me. Oof, no. I always liked Ingram, but now I see he's nothing special besides his length. Really? I got no comment for you, bro. If you haven't been listening to my video, if you don't agree with me, I mean, that's your opinion, but I believe he has a lot of potential. I think he's really special. Again, remember, he's only 20 years old. Wesley Johnson never came close to having the type of game that Brandon Ingram has. So, I don't see the comparison there. Randall and Clarkson equal the lowest IQ in the Lakers. Debatable, but, I mean, KCP's up there. Do you think this team will have a worse record than our 2016 season? Oh, God, I hope not. I definitely hope not, but I don't think so because I do anticipate a move coming up here before the trade deadline. However, if we keep this team as is, then who knows? Who knows? These Ingram haters are real, Dan. Man, they're entitled to their opinion. I mean, I think Laker Nation is just tired of losing, honestly, and they're looking for fingers to point. But you want to point a finger, look at the coaching staff, and look at the vets. That's where I would point the finger personally. These young players have shown flashes of greatness And of course, they're young, so it hasn't been consistent. So at times when it's not consistent, people give up on them and want to trade them because they want something consistent. But that comes with time. Dan Ingram is doing better each game. He's starting to trust his mid range. I agree, 100%. Build for future trade for picks. I don't know about that. I'm tired of building for the future. We gotta win, man. We gotta start getting better. At least we gotta get to playoffs one of these next couple of years because, man, this is disheartening just being a laughingstock in the NBA. Damn, people who are hating on Ingram are the same people who hated on Lonzo. Probably, but like I said, that leads back to their impatience. They got to be more patient with young players. I want guys who produce immediately and are not scared. On your Rockets? Pfft, good luck finding that, man. You already got your 2 stars. You're good on the Rockets, man. Dan, real question. Please answer. I know you don't like me. I don't know why. I never not liked you, bro. I always answer your questions to the best of my ability. Should the Lakers retire Pau Gasol's jersey? That's a hard one. He helped us to 2 championships, but the standard would be kind of low. He was kind of a Scottie Pippen to Kobe's Jordan in that era, in that time span. So he helped us to 2 championships, but is that enough? Is that enough to hang your rafter in Lakers galore, or do we only hang legendary players who have been here for a long time and help us to? I don't know. It's tough. I'm not sure if I would do it personally. Gasol, he was great for us, and I appreciate the time he was here, but I kind of felt like he went out on a bad note and he wore out his welcome a bit. His defense just declined and he just kept getting worse and worse till he left. So I don't know. I'm not sure I would hang it personally. I feel like the Lakers and the rafters, we should only have the top of the top, man. And that should be the standard. That way everybody who, all these young players that look up and aspire to be great, they look up and they see Kobe, Magic, James Worthy, Kareem. I don't want to see Gasol's name right there. That wouldn't really, kind of inspire me to be great. Just saying, personally though. But I'm not hating, man. Gasol was great for us. I just I don't think he should be hanging up here. What happens if we make no trades? I'm gonna go bat crazy, bat bleep crazy if we make no trades because they promised us an improving team and we haven't. We've got that in flashes, but overall, I mean, this is going to blow up. Hey, how you doing, Wildlife? How was your New Year's? Fire, puke, walnuts. That's funny. Yeah, man. A lot of people are already clamoring for that. I myself, I agree. He has to go. Did the Rams make the playoffs? Of course. They won their division, man. We're ready to go. We're locked and ready. Who leaves? Clarkson and Randall. Or Randall. Probably both. Honestly, I don't see them both as a part of the future. As much as I like the way Randall has played this season, he has been disgruntled, so I think he wants out. Fire the coach. Y'all should start a hashtag, man. Y'all should start a hashtag. Dan, I agree with 90% of what you say. You have great basketball IQ. I appreciate you, Matthew. But, it's not just me, man. A lot of this comes from the fans. I read your guys' comments as well, so shout out Laker Nation. It was good. I hope yours was awesome. It was, man. I had a blast. I missed the Laker game, unfortunately, but it was worth it. Develop players, sign young players. That's a good way of thinking. Who would be a good fit? I missed it. Who would be a good fit for a coach? Mark Jackson, man. I've been saying it. Mark Jackson would be awesome. Dan, we don't need a trade. We just need a coaching change. How about both? Both would be great. I feel like we need a change because half of the players that have been here for 3 or 4 years, they're not used to winning. So they kind of, I feel like they settle with stat padding, and that's never good, man. You gotta take it personal. I don't see that fire in them. Like, they don't look super angry that they lost. Like, I don't know. Maybe I grew up in a different era and I'm used to guys not even talking to each other in the locker room. But nowadays, I don't know. Maybe it's just a roster, honestly. We do need to make moves, though. That's for sure. Fizdale is better. You think so? Not enough ball movement. you can't watch this Lakers game without Lonzo, and that's just a tribute to him. How great he's been this season, man. He made us fun to watch, and we competed every single night. We've been getting blown out a lot since he's gone down. So, yeah, people are hating on Ingram, or the same people who hated on Lonzo. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, no patience. But thank you guys, man. It's been like 40 minutes long. I don't want to let this thing run too long just in case some people missed it. You know, they can tune in. They don't be like, whoa, he went over the hour. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. I know it's tough this season, but hang in there, Laker Nation. We're a big family, man, and you know, we're gonna hang tough till we improve, and hopefully, I would love for a blockbuster trade as long as we don't give up too much, you know. But if not, we're still gonna stick with it, and hopefully next season will be much better. But happy New Year's to everybody, man. Hopefully you guys take it one day at a time and just have a great year. Much love to Laker Nation. We're all a family. I know sometimes we don't agree, we bump heads or whatever, but at the end of the day, we all want the Lakers to win, so that's what matters. So shout out to everybody else who does Laker coverages on YouTube, and you know, keep it locked right here for all things Lakers. Keep my ear low to the ground. If a trade does happen, I'll be the first one to shoot it your guys this way, man. Thank you guys for tuning in one more time, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.